ECEF. It's one of the main shows that I do like to attend because people get it here. The attendees know what they need to do, they know what they want to learn, and they're all interested in really getting something out of it.
Where do you see yourselves vulnerable for eco-terrorists to come in and attack your...
Sam does that nobody else in our industry does is he always gets us outside of our comfort zone. He doesn't allow us to settle comfortably into group think. He brings in people from outside our industry, from outside our way of thinking, and he provokes us into thinking differently.
11 million concealed carry permits have been issued since 2007. It's a 146% increase. Many people in many parts of this country exercise their constitutional rights to carry firearms. So chances are your show, local crew, local labor, somebody may well be doing that. I'm not advocating one direction or another. I'm saying, have you thought about it?
One of the reasons I come is because virtually every ECEF I've learned something that's really been important to my business. And I think it's because Sam is so close to our industry and is constantly in touch with a lot of the leaders in the industry that he does such a good job of curating really meaningful and relevant content for the event.
Here is a difference between what the seniors, what the executives, the C-suite thinks, and what your staff thinks. 89% of you think that you are setting clear strategies and setting clear goals. That's how all of you answered the question literally 3 weeks ago. When we asked the exhibit sales professionals if they understood what the goals were, the strategies were, only 58% felt that that was a connection. So there's another simple fix. It costs no money.
Well, it's critical that you can step away from the day-to-day and surround yourself with people who are having like-minded problems and they're looking for solutions that can make not only their own organization better and stronger, but the industry as a whole benefits by their willingness to share that there's not really this secret sauce recipe that if I tell you I have to kill you kind of thing, that it's willingness to say, hey, I've done this, have you thought about that approach to maybe solving your own problem? And just being able to bounce ideas off people who understand our world.
You have registration data and you have lead retrieval data that may either agree with that person's view or disagree. So it's not just you're as good as your last event, it's as good as your last event was perceived. Well, let's just take that forward a little bit. In reality, we're only as good as our next event is perceived. Okay, so if we're as good as our last event was perceived and we're as good as our next event will be perceived. I don't know about you, but I'm getting a little queasy just...
Well, I've been in the association industry for over 20 years, and a lot of times we talk to ourselves and to our peers, and the beauty of this event to me is that I not only get to talk to the best of the best in the association industry, but also independent show organizers, learn from them. They can take risks that sometimes we can't take in the association side of this business. And so to be able to learn from them makes it a really valuable experience for me.
Redefining them and trying to figure out what's the win-win for both of us. It's not just that ConExpo ConAg is calling you should be thankful, and it's not them saying you should be thankful I'm bringing my attendees. It's how do we work together and how do we make this a success for both of us, and let's not pretend the agreement that we put together 15 years ago still makes sense today.
We want to understand the trends so that we can continue to offer that type of experience that these top-level people expect. We learn these from being at ECEF. It's a great symbiotic relationship in that we can learn, share, and be involved in what's going on in our trade show industry.